everybody, welcome back to Epic Beauty Fail. I'm Jessica, and on today's video we're going to be doing day 5 of May's 5 Days of Foundation. And today I'm going to be doing the IT Celebration Foundation. This is not the illumination one. I have tried that one before. I think I even have a video on it from like months and months and months and months ago. But I've never tried this one, and I do want to because the illumination one was just a little bit too illuminating for me. I'm sorry if I sound like I have a frog in my throat. For some reason, I woke up with that this morning, so it is what it is. Anyhow, this is what it looks like. It comes in a little black compact. The illumination one is a white compact, and there it goes. This is the product. It does have IT Cosmetics stamped on the product there. This is the shade Fair. Take that little piece of plastic off. It does have a nice little mirror on the inside. And on the bottom, it does have a sponge in here as well. So you can take this on the go. Let's go ahead and go to the website and read some things about this one. I have been curious about this one ever since I tried the illumination one, because I know, at least for the illumination one, when I first started putting this on my skin, I mean, it went on my skin. So it definitely had more coverage than the ones I've had for the last couple of days in this round of foundations. So the biggest problem I see with this foundation is that it literally has 5 shades. That's it. 5 shades. Let's see, I don't know if the camera will pick that up. There it is. That is literally the 5 shades. Now, I've had problems with IT Cosmetics foundations before that they do not come light enough for me. I've tried the CC Plus cream in the lightest shade, at least the lightest shade when I bought it, and it wasn't light enough. So we'll see if this is light enough. It looks pretty pale, and I can't even imagine if I was on the opposite end of the spectrum with a darker skin tone. The description for this on the IT Cosmetics website, it says it's a full coverage anti-aging hydrating powder foundation that truly gives you the power to achieve flawless airbrushed complexion perfection in no time. Delivers highly pigmented, perfect coverage that will never crease or crack, and is designed to not only cover but to make your skin appear younger at the same time. The anti-aging technology in this formula blurs away pores, fine lines, and imperfections, giving you a flawless airbrush finish that looks and feels like silk. It absorbs oil and shine without setting into lines and wrinkles. Developed with leading plastic surgeons and infused with anti-aging ingredients, including hydrolyzed collagen, peptides, antioxidants, grapeseed, olive, hyaluronic acid, rose, aloe, niacin, silk, and vitamins A, C, and E. This anti-aging foundation treats skin with anti-aging benefits, resulting in a more youthful looking complexion. Hydrating, full coverage, and crease proof, it glides on easily and lasts all day. Formulated without talc, parabens, sodium lauryl sulfate, mineral oil, petrolatum, synthetic fragrance, and phthalates. That's a lot of claims. So I love the claims that they have on their products. I mean, I really do. How can you argue with that? I mean, I want anti-aging. I'm sure everybody else does too. So we shall see how it goes. So I am going to put this on with a brush. I'm going to be using actually an IT Cosmetics brush. This is the Love is the Foundation brush that I got back in October. It is shaped like a little heart. It's very cute. I think they come out with one of these every year during Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So we're going to go ahead in with this brush. I don't like to use the little pads that they have in here, or the little sponges that they have in these foundations. So, oh, before I get into this, I did spray the Pixie Milky Mist on my skin to get ready. I have the IT number 50 Serum Veil Primer on. I do like this. Actually, I think I'm about halfway through my bottle already. And then I have the Professional just on like my nose and around my mouth. So we're going to go ahead in with this brush here. I'm hoping that this is as high coverage as the Celebration Foundation Illumination. Let's see. Well, it's not as coverage. I'm going to use a different brush, and I'm thinking that that might have been some of my problem the last couple of days. Hang on one second. All right, I have this little Shiseido foundation brush, and it's very densely packed, and I'm going to see if this does make a difference. I don't know if you guys can tell that or not, but it does make not a huge difference, but to me it does. You can definitely see a difference when you first use this. So I'm going to go ahead and get this on my face. It's going to take me a little while because I have such a small brush. So. All right, so I ended up using enough to wipe down the imprint. I think the word "it" is the only thing still there. The cosmetics piece is no longer there. I like the finish of this. I think the color is a little bit off, and I did switch back to this brush because this one was just taking way too long, and I didn't want to be spending the next hour putting my foundation on. So I think the color is a little bit off. I did drag it down my neck because of that. It's a little bit dark, and that is what I always have with the IT Cosmetics foundations. I haven't found one yet that is light enough for my skin tone. I did just recently buy the tinted moisturizer, which I think I'm going to try out in June, maybe. I haven't actually gotten it yet. I have already ordered it, but I haven't gotten it yet. But I like the finish of this. I do like the finish. Although the color's a little bit too dark, I like the finish of this. Now, it is definitely powder. It's actually almost sticky, which is weird because this is a powder. So I am going to use some setting spray to sort of like melt it all together here in a couple of minutes. But for now, I think I'm going to leave it at that. I am liking the finish so far. I am going to put my makeup on, the rest of my makeup on. The time is now 11:10. So I gotta hurry up because I need to be somewhere. I need to leave to go somewhere in about 20-25 minutes. So I do need to get moving. I'm gonna go ahead and throw on some makeup real quick and I will be right back. All right, I am back. On the rest of my face, I have the Smashbox 24-hour eyeshadow primer, the Persona Identity palette on my eyes. I have Humble, Charming in the crease, Bombshell on the inner half of my eyelid, and then Chic on the exterior half, and just drug a little bit on my under eye. That's it. And then I have my Benefit Roller Lash on my eyelashes. I'm using this for the first time. This is IT Confidence in Your Glow, and this is in the Instant Nude Glow shade. It's the lighter shade. So that's what's on my face. All three are on my face there. My bronzer, or my contour, blush, and highlighter are all that. And then on my lips, I have this little Tarte Mermaid, what is this? The Tarte Mermaid Kisses in the color Margs, which is just this nudie shade. So it's just a little bit, like a hint darker than my natural lip color. And then I have the Milani Make It Last setting spray all over my face. So I'm going to go ahead and pull you in and we can talk about this foundation. And I forgot to say the time. The time is now 11:28, so it took me about 15 minutes to do my makeup. We will call 11:30 the check-in time. So I will check in at the final time around 7:30 tonight, and sometime midday, maybe 3:30, something like that. All right. So far I'm actually liking the foundation. I think it looks really nice. I think the other powders went on top of it really well. My mascara is sticking together a little bit. Sorry about that. My biggest complaint is the shade. I did drag it down my neck, but you can still see that it is too dark for me. And this is the color Fair. So if you're lighter shade than I am, you probably won't be able to use this. You just won't. And that's an ongoing theme. I think I've already said that with IT Cosmetics foundations. But I do like the way it's sitting on my skin. I think I really like powder foundations because I don't feel like I'm wearing anything, which is super great as far as I'm concerned. I don't like to feel like I'm wearing anything. And right now I think it looks pretty good. It looks like my skin. It looks like my skin. Biggest thing is that it balanced out my skin tone, which is sometimes an issue because I do have natural redness in my cheeks and on my nose and so forth. So I think it's looking okay. I think my biggest problem is down here on my chin line. It seems to be like really emphasizing some of my pores, but that's always a problem for me. I think on my cheeks here where I got more of the professional, like in here, it's not doing so much in my pores. I didn't put any professional down here around my lips, and I should have done that and I didn't. But I think on my forehead it's looking really good. I think on my cheeks it's looking really good. Overall, I think it looks pretty good. And I wouldn't hesitate to use this as a powder over a liquid foundation if I have a liquid foundation that's a little bit too light for my skin. Like, my favorite foundation still is the CYO Life Proof in 101. I haven't tried the 102 shade, but the 101 shade is just a hair too light for me. I still wear it anyway. I don't care because I really like that foundation. I could probably use this powder to powder that foundation to bring it down a little bit to my natural color. My biggest concern is I'd be a little bit afraid that it would darken it too much. That'd be my biggest concern. Anyhow, so far I'm really liking it. About a half an hour in there, 20 minutes in, right? Somewhere in there. I'm really liking the foundation so far. So I will check in about 4 hours and I will let you know my thoughts at that point. So I'll see you then. Okay, everybody, I am sitting in my car. We just got to my dad's house. We're hanging out with him this afternoon, but it is about 4:20, so I'm a little bit late for my check-in. But I did want to get a check-in in natural lighting about halfway through my wear time. And quite honestly, I'm not too thrilled with the way this is looking. Close up, I feel like it's looking actually kind of bad. Like further away, so if I hold the camera out this far, I think it looks pretty nice, you know, from further away. But when the camera gets close up, or when you're close up, I feel like I don't know. This is the first powder foundation that I've used that I feel like has gotten into my lines. So like right in here, and I have this scar here, and on this side of my mouth, and like my pores. Like, I think that's kind of weird. Like, this is the first powder foundation that I really feel has gotten into my lines, which I was not expecting. Sorry, I'm looking at my mirror up here. I just wasn't expecting that. So from far away, I think it still looks really nice. I think the finish is really nice. I don't feel like I'm getting too oily. I think that all the makeup that's on top of it is laying really nicely, but the close up, it's just not looking very good. Like right in here, I think that looks horrible. Now granted, that is my scars, but I don't know. I just don't like the way it looks when you look close up. So that's where we're at halfway through the day. I feel like it's wearing nicely. Like, I still feel like it feels nice. I don't feel it's too heavy. I don't feel like it's wearing off anywhere. Like, if you look at it, I don't think it's wearing off anywhere. I think the color actually is okay. I know I was a little worried about it being a little bit dark earlier, but overall I think the color, the other weird thing is that it's sticky. Like, when you touch it, it's not, maybe it is transferring. I don't know if you can see that on my fingers, but like I touched in here and it is almost transferring. And this is a powder foundation. Like, I wouldn't expect that from a powder foundation. I don't know, whatever. So I will see you probably around 7:30 tonight. Okay, everybody, I am back. It is, what time is it? It is 7:53? 7:53? Yes, 7:53. So I've had this on for almost 9 hours. Almost 9 hours. And it's not bad. I think from far away it still looks pretty nice, but close up it's really emphasizing some of my imperfections. So I'm going to zoom you in and we can talk about that. All right, so I don't know how much the camera is going to pick up, but I think from like here up, it looks pretty good. My camera angle's a little off. Let me adjust my size. So I think from like here up, my forehead and everything looks pretty good. But down here around my chin is the area that I'm a little concerned about. I feel like it's really emphasizing a lot of my imperfections here around my mouth. And I did put some professional, like just right in here. I really try to put it around my nose. Now this is not caking up around my nose. Not badly, at least. So I'm not too concerned about that. But like the pores on the top of my nose seem to be pretty emphasized. I have a mirror right down here that I'm looking into. So I feel like no, I just rubbed off that one spot on my nose. I feel like the pores on my nose are really emphasized. This didn't stand up to my sunglasses. I had sunglasses I was driving today. So that wiped off on my nose. So, that's fine. But I feel like the pores are really emphasized there. And I feel like down here around on my chin area, just some of my imperfections are really showing, more emphasized. I don't know what else to say about that, but it's not horrible. And I'm not nearly as shiny as I was like yesterday. Like I am actually filming this the day after day 4, and the NYX Stay Matte was very, very shiny at the end of the night. And it was actually warmer today than it was yesterday. It was like the high 60s today, whereas yesterday was in the low 60s. So I wasn't nearly as shiny today as I was yesterday. So that's good. I feel like my bronzer or my contour stayed on better today than it did like on some of the other powder foundations. But overall, this is not a bad foundation. I just don't know that I would wear this for maybe more than like 4 or 5 hours. Yeah. Pushing 9 hours now. It's not doing so hot. So anyhow, that's my first impression of this. I don't really know what else to say other than the fact that it's really sitting in some of my imperfections more than some of the other powder foundations that I've tried out. So take that for what it is. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up down below. If you haven't already and you would like to be, please hit the red subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the little bell to notify you when I do upload new videos. And if you have any comments, leave those in the comment section down below. Have you tried this foundation out? Are there any other foundations you would like me to try? So this is day 5 for May's 5 days of foundation. And I'm not sure. Maybe June I'll go back to doing some liquids. I still have 5 more powder foundations to try, but I think I might do those maybe in July or August. And maybe do stick foundations in June or more liquid foundations. I don't know. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are. I'd be happy to try out different ones. I'm looking at my table. I have not tried stick foundations yet, and I've got 5 or 6. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 7. I have 7 stick foundations right now. So I definitely have enough to get me through a week, and I actually have 8. So I almost have enough for 2 weeks of 2 months worth of foundations, stick foundations. So maybe I will do a stick foundation review next month, and then do a liquid, and then a powder, and then a stick again. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next Epic Beauty Fail. Bye.